Ken Emmanuelson is a rare conservative. He's honest. And that's probably because he's not an elected official. He's a Texas Tea Party activist. And he was talking about black voters and whether Republicans want them to vote or not. And here's what he said.
What are the Republicans doing to get black people to vote?
Well, I'm going to be real honest with you. The Republican Party doesn't want black people to vote if they're going to vote 9-1 for Democrats.
The most honest thing a conservative has ever said. Okay. And look, we've shown you the clips from actually all the way back in the early 1980s when the leader of the conservative movement at the time, who set up the Heritage Foundation, etc., said, we don't want more people to vote. We want less people to vote. The more people that vote, the more likely it is for Democrats to win. And especially if they're African Americans and now Latinos, gays, Muslims, and all the other groups that they have grossly offended through all of their actions. So do the Republican Party want to discourage black voters if the black voters are voting 90% Democrat? Of course they do. You'd have to be crazy to deny that. But of course, somebody pulls them aside and says, whoa, Ken, listen, man, you're in a political realm here. And you have to understand, this is a no-truth zone. We don't allow anyone to say things that are correct. So you're going to have to do a Maoist apology for that. And he mainly does, although there's a little barb at the end. He says, I hold no position of authority within the Republican Party, and it wasn't my place to opine on behalf of the desires of the Republican Party. What I meant and should have said is that it is not, in my personal opinion, in the interest of the Republican Party to spend its own time and energy working to generally increase the number of Democratic voters at the polls. And at this point in time, 9 of every 10 African American voters cast their votes for the Democratic Party. So at the end there, he's saying, look, man, if I was the Republicans, I wouldn't want blacks voting. Okay, but hey, I'm not an official Republican Party spokesperson. Now, the other way you could go is to actually try to win over black voters. Whoa! They didn't think about that. I like how they just like automatically say, well, obviously we can't get the black voters because we don't like them and we're not going to do anything for them. Like, what a normal human being think, like, if 9 out of 10 of those people are voting, all I got to do is get, like, convince 2 out of 10 to come to my side, and I'll probably win all these elections. I can't even get 2 out of 10 to switch their vote? Like, if I was a politician and as a person with common sense, I would think I should try to do that. But they're like, well, obviously we're never going to get black votes, and we don't want those votes, so the correct answer is make sure they don't vote. Okay, that's the reality of how Republicans think. And Ken Emmanuelson was mainly guilty of admitting that.